Well, here we are. I'm home alone for the week. Marina's gone off to visit her family in Spain for the Easter weekend. I'll crack on and yeah, I'll take you with me. Tanks are in. Now we must figure out where to put the stringer to hold in the tanks and to hold up the floor. What I'm thinking is one stringer all the way, mirrored on this side, and maybe a secondary one here just to hold the tanks in, just as long as the water tanks. Okay, what we need right now is another piece of wood. We received a fairly hefty package, the extension that we needed, because the electricity is a little bit iffy at the moment. So a huge thanks to Isabel, Rob, Lara and Loki. This is going to come in very much use. What do you say like that? It's going to come in handy right now. I'm about to plug it. Thank you so much. We're now inside the engine room, and the original bulkhead had many screw holes, so just filling and sanding the white area, finish off the screw holes I filled, just sand those smooth, then that should be ready for painting, apart from this square I need to deal with. Yeah, I think that should do. Pretty smooth. I think painting will probably be the best here. I know it's behind the fridge and the freezer, but I think to eliminate dust, the less sort of, well, the smoother the surface, the less dust you'll have. Hopefully. We'll see. Here we are back in the engine room. As you can tell, I've got loads of tiny little jobs to do, so whilst Marina's away, I'm going to try and crack on and have a few bits ready for her return. If she comes back. Who knows? So yeah, this horrible little, whatever it was, void. Let's try and get that done. So if I can get this wall done and prepped, ready to go, then when we do the next bulkhead on the other side of the engine room, I can then put all the shelving back in and have hot water, maybe. Right. Got this here piece of wood, trusty old piece of wood from the shed. Just fill a hole. 4, just short of 100. Roughly see how big for the 10 mil. This is coming out at 10 mil. Alright, well that was a good guess. So let's chop this piece of wood up and epoxy it in a hole. Will it fit? Not exactly. Okay, take 2. Yeah, I'm happy though. There's enough space for a little bit of mortar, and yeah, just skim the outside with a little bit of the mix fill. Awesome! People in the biz call it peanut butter. Got mine waiting. Let's smear a little bit of this on. Basically, it's just like laying a brick. I had a piece of peel ply just next to me, which isn't big enough, but I have to. So just because I've got to do that next layer, it saves me doing any sanding. We gotta get another piece of peel ply. So I just need something to poke in that corner. Nah, I think it should be okay. Famous last words. Let's have a look, see how this yeah, that will do, donkey, that will do. Yeah, now that it's going off, just mix up a little bit of the mix fill. See, because we're painting in white, I thought it would probably be easier to work with. And this is a lot easier to sand. Got a couple of fun little jobs to do this afternoon. The piece of wood, I think that is actually called a stringer, that goes in between the floors, forward to aft. I am going to cut in the bulkhead and extend the stringer just a little bit. I think once tabbed into the bulkhead, it should give it, we'll give it a 3rd point, extra rigidity, I don't know. So I've got to do that. This piece of wood just needs a wipe and a second layer of that gel coat. So I'll do that this afternoon, but I'll do it with a roller and not a brush. What else? That's about it. So it'll just be a case of me pottering around doing a few bits. So yeah, I'll bring you with me. was recording some awesome saw action, lo and behold, camera stops. Inside the next set of stringers is one of these to hold in the tanks. Another joist, I suppose you'll call it, so let's measure up and get that cut. So roughly around there, and as I say, run out of wood now, so I can get one tank in. I'm gonna have to try and find some more of this wood. Just got to make some more gel coat for the board that goes under the water tanks. Laurel sent two boxes of gloves, and we can't thank them enough. They honestly are an absolute gem, if you could say it like that. Super grateful, thank you very much. Yep, still looks like a bag of spanners. Yes, I'll come back to that one. First bit gone. I just don't get why people put bilge pumps in lockers. Yep, a little bugbear of mine. Anyway, c'est la vie. Yeah. Got a tiny piece left of the old tabbing, about 1 inch square, just to remove, so it's all nice and smooth. Hopefully, we'll see. It's like I'm talking underwater. Blah 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 blah. That's good. It's little things like this as well that slightly annoy me. Oh, crap. I'm struggling trying to get up to the top of the top of the engine room. When they just fiberglass over a screw. It's like, come on people, why would you do that? Anyway, I couldn't get a good angle to film on, so I just did the sanding solo. Acceptable. Maybe one more go with the filler, but on the whole, might have a look up there and organise slightly better runs for things. But yep, a bit more sanding to do in the pipe well, or whatever you call it, but pretty happy with that. Job well done. I have a couple of little areas just to address on this bulkhead, so I'll get that finished off today. I don't know if you can see, but there is a round hole. So I've got those bits, and that should be enough. Get that finished, and one more area on the engine side. So let's get to it. coated. Yeah, reasonable. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of gel coat on wood. Yeah, it's acceptable. I wouldn't say perfect, but it's under the tanks. We got the board, a piece of cork that I've just cut. We'll be gluing the cork down. I'm just gonna get to that. Alright, water tanks. Let's get this piece of timber out of the way. Timber! Oh no! As you know, I'm out of wood. But looking at this, I think it's actually not too bad. I'm just playing with the tank arrangement, or as much as I can, because I don't have any wood. And I might be able to fit a board in between and screw it to the floors, and that might just give me a little bit more strength. I've given it some thought, and I'm going to cut the piece of wood. Cut it, give it a little lick of epoxy to waterproof it, and yeah, take it from there. I think it would be beneficial, and yes, it's all a learning curve, so we'll give it a go. Take it downstairs, watch me cut a piece of wood. Just cut out the hole for the pipe work. That should be acceptable. Hello. Okay. There's the hole for the pipe. Should fit in. We'll just apply a quick coat of epoxy. Hopefully that'll protect this wood. Can't hurt, can it? Anyway, sunny today, which is nice. Let's try and get this done. It might just work. No, that'll do. Another little prep job I have to do is make all these, I'll call it a noggin, just something to hold up the floor. As you can tell, some of them are slightly curved just to go with the hole. Yeah, we'll see if these will do. Worst case scenario, the floor will get a bit spongy and we'll have to redo it, but hopefully not. I was going to try and give you some nice relaxing shots of me painting, but I ran out of battery, so this is all you got. Paint it, paint it, paint it, paint it. Sand down and another layer tomorrow. Probably have a few more of those to do. but I still don't have any wood. What the? Okay, so the latest addition to the boatyard is sheep. I don't really have much of an idea, but here's their little sheep fence. There's the farmer again, hammering away. I'll go show you the sheep. It's pretty funny. You gotta check them out. Yeah, they're just doing their thing, turning grass into poop. They've opened the sheep up, so they're around the boat. Get us a little hedge cutting happening, or grass mowing. Here's the sheep around the boat. Oh, that grass is going to get cut good. I wonder why only one has a bell. Is that like the alpha sheep? The mama sheep? Who knows? The saga of the sheep continues. They're doing a pretty good job. Slowly getting through the vegetation, leaving little treasures everywhere. Pretty cool though. Last couple of jobs for the day. Coat the other side of this piece of wood with epoxy and stick the cork down on the board for under the water tanks. So I'll get on and knock up some resin. Hopefully that will be waterproof enough. I'll probably rub it down and give it another coat because I've got quite a lot of insect life on the one side. But mainly just a really big fly. Better have light rub down and another layer of epoxy. It should be all good. Trying the glove out on the left hand today. See if that's any better. Next is to just put the layer of cork, this stuff, on this white piece of wood. I was thinking what glue to use because I wasn't sure, obviously, and falling short of it, epoxy seems like it could be the one. So I'm not going to overthink it. Gel coat was a total waste of time, but I thought, you know, it could be fun. Just don't overthink it, give it a go. In all honesty, I'm sure this board will probably last a couple of years, if not longer. I always get pretty excited when I do some epoxy work. Let's see if the glue has done its glue stuff. Right, I wouldn't say it's perfect, a little gap there. But that will do, donkey, that will do. And just got this board. It's a bit rough, so I'll give it a little rub down and another layer. Check out my collection of insects. Hold on. Feels a little... Nah, that'll do. Once it's had a rub down, should be right. So hopefully get those two boards in today. I'm in the bilge. Let's mark these up and get them drilled, as it were. Let's see if they're lined up. I think that is 6 for 6. So I gave this board a light sanding. I say a light sanding. And I sanded it. So just going to give it another layer of epoxy because I don't want it to be, I want it to be like silky smooth because it's going to be directly against the tank. Picked Marina up from the airport last night. Got flashed by a speed camera. Second time in many years. So a little bit annoyed with myself. Smooth. That's good. I'm happy about that. Got the piece of wood that I needed. Well, I've got a few. So now I can hopefully finalise the tanks. Yeah. I need to bash it. Yeah. I cut this here bit of what essentially is a piece of 2x4. I thought you guys don't need to see me cutting a piece of wood, but I did it with a handsaw. Sometimes you have to leave it up to your imagination. And the saga of the tanks continues. I'm not going to lie, this is slowly starting to get a wee bit, not frustrating, but I'm looking forward to seeing the back of this job. I have taken these tanks in and out more times than I care to actually remember. So let's get it done. You've seen what a bit of a faff it is getting the tanks in and out. You can understand why I just want it done now. I feel like I'm making the pieces for IKEA as well as trying to design it on the way. And if it's really that bad, just go on a different tack. Just drill it and screw it. And that is that. I think the tanks are finally in. I can nearly say that the dry fit is okay. We're basically upside down. I need to try and show you something. You see, I'm sorry that we're upside down. There's a gap here. So I have this idea, Mark 1, so bear with me, of using expanding foam. But I don't want the expanding foam to... What I'm saying is I don't want the expanding foam on the hole. So I have this idea, if I take some bin bags, place them in, and fill those with expanding foam, it might make a wedge that I can remove. I don't know about this, to be honest, but I have 1 can of expanding foam and 1 bin bag. I'm going to try foaming the bag and stuffing the bag in. Is that going to work? Do I need to tape up the end of the bag? Oh, what am I doing? Hold on, let me read the instructions. Shake, yes, tape. I don't need tape. Is that like a little stopper? I was given this foam just so, you know, and probably a reason for that. Total disaster. Absolute total disaster. Wasted my time. That's it for this week's episode. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait to see the experiment once I get some new expanding foam. Thank you to all the Patreons. Thank you to all the coffee, the PayPal, the super thanks. Without you and your kind donations, we would struggle immensely. Can't thank you enough for all the help. If you've enjoyed the video, bearing in mind it is all me, so go lenient. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment. We do try and answer as many comments as possible, so we will endeavour to get to reply to you. Thanks once again for watching this week. I hope you enjoy it and very much look forward to making next week's episode so you can see the results of the experiment. Have a good week. Thank you very much. Bye. I was just taking a few bits to the bin and I had a little result. Toilet, normal size. Hardwood. Look at that. Chunks of hardwood. I like. Piece it down. But yeah, look at some of these chunks. Some handsome bits of wood.